Hi from a very blustery Manchester. I'm quite lucky really. Oh, by the way, I'm Jan, Urban Gypsy Crochet, one half of the Lancashire Crafty Lasses, along with Kelly. I'm Kelly Inspired X. I'm quite lucky really where I am. I'm not getting the worst of the storm. You may hear the wind blowing outside, you may hear my windows creaking, but I actually seem to be quite sheltered. You know, as parts of, the UK, Great Britain, whatever, are getting really battered. There's lots of floods everywhere, but thankfully, fingers crossed, not in my area. Well, not too far from me, but I'm quite high as regards to a lot of other places that are low-lying. Rivers are flooding everywhere. It's just a nightmare. My fence is sort of teetering, but it hasn't yet fallen over. But it's sort of, bending backwards and forwards in the wind, so I expect it to go at any time. But if that happens, it'll be the least of my worries. At least my garden, well, not my garden furniture, my decking furniture's staying in one place, so it can't be that windy, because other people, everything's in the air, yeah. Anyway, right, we'll get on with what I wanted to chat about today. You probably see me wearing this outfit. You saw me yesterday wearing this outfit. But I sort of staggered out of bed this morning after about 5 hours sleep, and it was the closest thing, and I couldn't be bothered looking for anything else. So that's the honest truth. I'll show you what I've finished. Last week I was crocheting a granny square. In fact, this week on my Saturday Live I was crocheting a granny square. I was using a cake that I'd got from, I don't know whether I got this from Lolly's. I think I got this from Lolly's Little Yarn Shack, Little Wool Shack, sorry. She's in the UK, but unfortunately she doesn't export. It's one of the graded ones. I'm onto the darker bits in the middle now, as you can see. So I start off with, the normal granny square, and you just keep on going basically. Keep going until it measures, well, I thought I'd done this one to be 40 inches, but it's actually come out a bit smaller than I would have anticipated. This one was made with some yarn I got from Aldi. As you can see, you sew up part of the granny square, and then you just put a couple of rows around it to make the armholes. It is a pattern on Ravelry. I think it's a free pattern. It's something like Saturday Night at the Movies or something like that it's called. I know that Randy's made one, Rambling, oh no, hang on, something Randy's Ramblings or something. I can never remember that girl's name. And that's the back view of it. As you can see, this one started with dark in the centre, whereas this one started off with, it's the way the cake's wound into. This one started off with dark and gone straight into light. But this one's only shades of greys, and this one is shades of purples, lilacs. Whoop, taking it straight off the mannequin here. My mannequin does not like turning round, and that's the way it is. I was undecided whether to put a button on it to keep it fastened, but I thought it's optional. It is going on the shop, the Lancashire Crafty Lasses shop, and if anybody wanted me to put a button on it, then I would put a button on it to keep it together, but most people just seem to like to wear it edge to edge, yeah. So this one will be for sale. If you keep a look out on it. I've got to take photographs, which I'm very, very, very bad at. I'm bad at doing anything these days. I just put a whimsical quote like on my Urban Gypsy page on Facebook, saying that I was in a dilemma. My house really needed badly tidying up, but I just felt like doing crochet. And my son put a comment on saying, "You must do an awful lot of crochet then, Mum." He knows me too well. Mind you, my back is the trouble half the time. I start doing housework and my back just goes, nope, 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 you're not doing that. today. Anyway, the end of this month I've got to go and see the pain specialist, so I hope he's got some solution as to what I can do. Otherwise it's back to the painkillers and I don't want to do that. But as soon as he stopped the spinal injections, I'll just have to see what else he has to offer. If he suggests physiotherapy and exercises, I think this young man or young lady will go flying through the window. She won't need Storm Dennis, because I've had enough. Basically, I've had enough of people telling me, more or less suggesting it's all in your head. You know, I don't like that. I've been suffering with this back since, I can't remember when I didn't have one, let's just say. But in my older age and a degenerative, can't say that word, degenerative condition, so it's just crumbling. So I don't think that thinking about it and thinking nice thoughts will take the pain away. Anyway, enough of that. I finished off my cardigan. It's and I decided to put the longer sleeves in it. The pattern calls for, oh, where's my pattern book? The pattern is out of the Crochet Closet by Lisa Gentry, and it's got oh, I can't find the pattern now. The pattern's in here somewhere. You never find them when you're looking, can you? Oh, here it is. The pattern has got short sleeves, but they're just fully shaped. They just bell out at the elbows. And as this is for me, I didn't want that, so I just wanted an ordinary cardigan with long sleeves, because you know what our summers are like in the UK. And I have several dresses, summer dresses, that have just got straps at the top, so there's no arms or anything, no, not even a short sleeve. And I've got like green with this colour in it, I've got blue with this colour in it, and I think I've got another one with a bit of this colour in it. So I decided that gold was would be a colour that would be useful. I actually put a wooden button on it because, to be honest, I went into the garage and it was so cold in there, blowing a gale in there, that I thought, no, I'm not stopping in the garage, not for 5 minutes, I'm not stopping in the garage. So I just picked a wooden one, because that was on the top of the pile, and I just came straight out again. So no doubt I would have chosen a gold coloured one if I'd have had the choice. I've been asked a couple of times if this one was for sale. This one isn't, it's mine. But if you are interested in this, it's a lovely pattern. If you are interested in something like this, it's kind of like a shorty jacket. It's just under the waistline. And this one is like my size, so it could be made in different sizes and different shades, of course. So if you are interested in this, either send me an email or send a message on Lancashire Crafty Lasses. You'll find us on Facebook, and I also put the link to the shop underneath the video. So yeah, I'm open to orders for this. If you want to know more price-wise and stuff like that, then it would vary. You see, this is in acrylic. So if, for example, you wanted it in cotton or you wanted it in something else, then the price would vary. And again, if you wanted it longer, the price would vary. So I can't give you a general price quote. And besides which, people watch this video like months along the line, when the price of yarn's gone up and stuff like that. So you can't really give a quotation on here. What else have I been doing? Well, you've seen this one before. This was from yarn that I got donated to me from the lovely Jill, Fibre Floozy. And I just added a few more colours in. Well, I didn't have any buttons at all that would go with it. So I sent away for some buttons, but sadly they're not quite the right shade, but it's got so many colours in it that I don't think it matters that they're a bit more, I don't think you can see them, they're a bit more red than maroon. It said they were wine coloured on the, on eBay when I sent for them. But when they came, they were slightly more red than wine. I'd looked for maroon and I didn't see anything. But, I mean, people again have asked me about this. I kind of would be open to making them for people, but I have great difficulty in sewing the ends in. No matter how carefully I sew the ends in, or I work over them and that, I always get bits poking out. So I would be very hesitant about, you know, selling one of these in case people were disappointed because little bits get poking up out of them, you know. And also they do take quite a bit of work because you have to work the colours out in between. So once again, like you, it would be a question of saying what colours you would like in it, because, you know, I have to order them specially to get the colours that you would want. So again, price depends on how much I have to pay for everything. So it's a bit like how long is a piece of string. But if you're making genuine inquiry, then I am open to offers. This one's done. I can't replicate this one because these colours were sent to me from America. But I could get something similar, but I can't get this colour which is round the edging, which is like a random shade of, I think I've still got the ball left down here. Random shade of all the different colours. That was gorgeous. That's what gave me the idea to do this cardigan, is because, you know, the shades that were in it. And Jill had sent me the most of the colours that were kind of in this. She'd sent me 2 shades of grey and some cream, and what else was there? Oh, I think there was a bit of gold as well. So I had to supplement it with bits, so I put some beige in with it, and I also put some maroon, that was my yarn, in with it. So I'm quite pleased with the way it turned out. And Jill said she liked the way I'd used the wool that she gave me. I've used everything that she sent me except for one ball of like a fancy yarn, which I'll use that for a trim on something or other, yeah. Oh, that tastes good. So anyway, if you're interested in like the gold colour cardigan or in a different colour, let me know. If you think you like one of the 5 coloured jackets, sorry, keep saying 3 coloured, one of the 5 coloured jackets, let me know. And if you're interested in this is definitely going up for sale as is. This grey one will be. It'll be going darker grey as it goes outwards, because that's the colours that are left on the ball. I mean, obviously there'll be like 3 balls in it like there was in that one. This one I'm sure came from Lolly's Little Wool Shack. This one is 100% acrylic, whereas this lilacs and purple one has got 20% wool in it. So it's not quite as soft as this one. It's not rough or anything like that, but it's just not quite as soft as the acrylic ones are. Well, life updates. I think I've life updated you about the weather, haven't I? As for me, nothing much has changed. Still got the dabs of vertigo all around the place when I get up and lie down. This coming week I am looking after Bonnie, I think. That's my friend's dog. She's a gorgeous chocolate brown spaniel. So I'm not sure how Gigi will react, but they're about the same size actually, because she's only a pup. Bonnie's only a pup. So we'll see how we get on. So yeah, I've still got one more video to do today, because if I tag on the rest of the video that I want to show you the magazines and that, I know it's going to cut out. So I'd rather do 2 separate videos, like with 2 separate headings. I may not put them all out today. I may put the other one out on Monday. So give you something else to look forward to, or not, as the situation may be. Yeah. Yeah, health-wise nothing's changed much. Like I said, I'm still waiting for the appointment with the pain specialist. I'm still waiting for an appointment with the nurse, especially I haven't even got that one. So we do a lot of waiting. We British are famous for our queuing. So we queue for everything, including hospital appointments. Oh dear. So I'm going to be watching a bit of TV. I was going to start my sister-in-law's sweater, but when I'm doing a Doris Chan pattern, you start at the neck downwards, and of course it's all the shaping, you know, for the raglans and inverted commas, you know, the shaping for the arm bits. And the rows are all different, so I just couldn't concentrate last night on talking to people and doing that. So I need to start that. I'm tempted just to carry on with this, but then my sister-in-law's sweater will never get started, will it? So much as I want to carry on doing this while I'm watching the TV, it depends how enthralling it is what I'm watching. I'm going to be watching Endeavour, which I like. It's the earlier version of Morse. Sort of like a crime type, thriller type thing, yeah. So I'll be watching that. I usually watch Vera on a Sunday, but unfortunately the series has come to an end. Why is it when you're watching series that you really, really like, there only seems to be about 3 or 4. I mean, I think there's actually about 6 of them. But they just soon end, don't they? And yet things that you don't really care for seem to go on for a year. You know, things you can't get into and stuff like that. They go on and on and on. But things that I love, like Vera and Morse and Midsummer Murders, things like that, you get about 6 new episodes and then they've gone. Sad. It's like I was watching Death in Paradise and that's stopped, I think. I think that was the last one of those as well. They all seem to end at once, that's the only problem. So I've got like nothing lined up to follow into the space of what's, you know, I've been missing. Well, I think that's about all I've got to say. It's Kelly's youngest son's birthday today, so she wasn't on the live last night because she was busy baking a cake. She's very domesticated, is our Kelly, unlike me. If you could see around this room, you would know what I'm talking about. This little bit of a room is actually going smaller and smaller and smaller because there's all sorts in it. I mean, people were saying on live last night, you know, you should take your knitting machines like upstairs. We'd have a lot more room and you could put them in the craft room. But it's like I'm waiting to use up more stash in the craft room, so I will have more room up there to put the knitting machines up there. I mean, my idea at the time was I was going to put the machines up in that room. But I kind of, when I come to assemble all the room up, I kind of had more stash than what I thought I had, if you know what I mean. But I'm doing very well. I've only ordered one lot of yarn, which was the gold colour for my sweater. I've only ordered one lot of yarn since before Christmas. Because this was in the stash, and this grey is in the stash. And I'd already bought the grey from my sister-in-law's sweater before Christmas, so that's like last year's stash, if you know what I mean. So I've got plenty to be going on with. Don't worry about me, I've got plenty. When I was actually going to go to Kelly's on Monday, I was going to take a few bits and pieces down, take her mug down that she still hasn't got from Christmas because she forgot it. But her mum was ill, so I didn't get there. And then this next 10 days, the boys are off school. And it's not so bad going down when there's just Kelly's 2, but Kelly tends to look after another 2, so 4 is more than this old granny can stand. I'm past the age of small children. Done my bit. Although my son was quite an easy kid to bring up, actually. He wouldn't say that if he was watching this, but he was never home. He was always playing with somebody else in somebody else's house. I very, very seldom had loads of kids around here. Because he preferred the company of other people, I think. That says a lot about my mothering skills, doesn't it? But never mind. Yes. I think I'm a bit of a disappointment to my son, actually, because I don't have a tidy house. I don't have a system, you know, where everything is in its place. Yes, it really does get me down, and yes, I could do with a cleaner. All these things will happen when I win the lottery. Didn't get my email today saying I'd won, so I take it I didn't. So no cleaner for a while. Because it'll soon be my gardening time. The gardener will start, she usually starts again at the beginning of March. So then I have to find the money for the gardener. So, you know, there's only so much you can do with your pennies. And I think that's it, really. I've just finished watching Rose, you know, in the Philippines, Sadiaki. I was watching Canadian Crocheter. I was always watching Rose Likes Crochet. But I am so far behind with people's videos, really, really, really. There's so many I've got earmarked to watch. There isn't enough time, there isn't enough hours in the day. I think if I sat from getting up in the morning to going to bed at night, I wouldn't even touch the surface of the videos that I want to watch. I don't know how you manage it if you all manage to keep up, because I certainly can't. Certainly can't. So, anyway, I'm going to say goodbye for this video. I will be back again in a few minutes, but you won't probably see it until Monday, because I'll be doing a review on a couple of crochet books, magazines that I bought. So I'll just say goodbye from me, and I hope that your weather is not as awful as the weather is in the UK, but thankfully not my weather. It's just blowing the trees about at the moment, but apart from that, it's okay. So bye for now. See you soon.